Guys, happy Saturday and welcome to In the Green DFS. Today I've got 6 picks for you here today, and I'm going to let you know in advance we have to go a little bit faster through this video today just based on time. I did quite a bit of these picks in the late game, the 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time games. That way you guys have plenty of time to utilize these picks to your advantage. I've got 6 different picks. I'm going to be putting them into a 6-man play. You do not have to do that. Pick these plays as you like. But let's rock and roll here. The first play for today is going to be Rafael Devers over 1.5 hits. Also, I'm going to put this up so you can see it. Devers faces Cody Bradford, who's been serviceable, but he did get it lit up last game by the Cardinals. I also noticed it's a lefty-lefty matchup, but Devers is obviously one of the best to do it when it comes to lefty-lefty matchups, so we're going to go ahead and lock Devers in. Rock and roll on to our next pick, which is going to be, of course, Brent Rooker. Brent Rooker, the cooker, as I like to call him. Let's see. We're going to take the Brent Rooker for over 7 fantasy score today, which is right here. We're going to we're bouncing again. We got some moving lines. Let's see if we can find that one before it disappears. Okay, we're going to take Brent Rooker for over 7 hitter fantasy score before that changes. As you can see, Brent's been great. He's been red hot for us lately. He homered again last night, and I expect a very little difference tonight against Jack Flaherty, who is a great pitcher, but he's had a lot of trouble with Oakland this year. So I like Rooker to crush him here tonight. Flaherty probably has a good game. But Oakland, Brent gets to him. 7 hitters fantasy score is just too easy, and there's also push equity there with a walk and a steal, or multiple other ways to get the 7 points. So we're going to rock and roll with Brent for the 7 points over the hitter fantasy score. And then the next pick for today is going to be someone that I don't do a lot of playing with myself. Let's see if we can find the play on Zach. So we're going to take Zach Eflin, for over 4 pitcher strikeouts. Now, Zach is new to the Orioles, and Cleveland does not strike out a lot. I want to be clear about this. But this is simply too low of a line, if you ask me, and it's a prove-it situation for Zach Eflin. There's also a lot of push equity here, which I love. 4 pitcher strikeouts is not bad. Even if he gets the 4, we get the push, and because of the 6-man play, we're going to rock and roll with it. And as you can see, he's reached at least 4 of the last 5, and went over it at least 3 of those. So we'll lock in Zach for his over on the 4 pitcher fantasy score. Moving on to the next play, we have Francisco Lindor over 2 total bases. So we're going to go right here, and we're going to move it into a demon. You guys can take the 1 if you want, if you're feeling a little nervous, but I'm going to take the 1.5 for the total bases. Let me get Francisco loaded up here. Francisco Lindor faces off against Soriano tonight. And as we know, Lindor has been a much better hitter on the road this season. Soriano relies on his sinker, and Lindor boasts a 50% hard hit rate, a 434 xWOBA, and a 336 expected batting average against the sinker. He's a lock tonight in most of our slips and plays, so go ahead and lock that in. I think that's going to be a very smart play when it comes to Francisco Lindor. The next play we have is going to be Ohtani, and we're going to take We're going to take Ohtani. Where are you at, Ohtani? We're going to take Ohtani for over 1.5 total bases. So let's see if we could find that, if they move that. Did they take that one from us? No, it's right here. We're going to go ahead and lock it in. What's the demon on that? We're not going to do that. Holy moly. Yeah, we're not taking any of those. We're going to take the total bases for 1.5 over on Ohtani. Ohtani's the best player in the MLB, and he faces Mitch Spence tonight. Mitch can hold his own, but he's susceptible to lefty power, and we know Ohtani has plenty of that. This should be a pretty easy play. He's probably going to be in the majority of our slips in VIP as well, so if that means anything to you, go ahead and lock those in. That's Ohtani for over 1.5 total bases. And I told you guys we're making a big slip here today, so we are going to be going back to the well with our guy, Anthony Santander, who did not homer last night after homering a couple days there in a row for us. We're going to take Anthony Santander for a home run tonight. Now, I have a reason why I'm using Santander for the homer tonight, and it's not just to get the 20 to turn into 2,000 with the multiplier there. He's facing Cleveland's Joey Cantillo. Cantillo got whacked by the Phillies in his first start, and I expect Santander to continue his hot streak by sending one to the moon tonight, to be honest with you guys. He probably has like a 20-hitter fantasy score game. I'm gonna count him for that home run probably by the 3rd or 5th inning. So we're locking in Anthony Santander. I know a lot of you might be afraid of that. No worries. If you don't want to play these in this particular 6-man play, you don't have to. This gets us 100 times multiplier. We don't do these very often, but in some situations we will pull the trigger, and this one just looks too good. There's a lot of positive here in this particular play. So as you can see, we're going to take Devers over 1.5 hits, Brent Rooker over 7-hitter fantasy score, Zach Eflin over 4 strikeouts, Lindor over 1.5 total bases, Ohtani as well with the 1.5 total bases over, and of course, our guy, Anthony Santander with the home run. We're going to turn $20 into $2,000 tonight on this play, and that's going to leapfrog us into what I'm going to be doing for you guys on Monday, especially if that one bangs. So we're going to go ahead and lock that in. A couple things to keep in mind, guys. All this rest of this week, we are still doing the chalkboard play. We're doing exclusive 6-man chalkboard play. If you don't yet have chalkboard, just go over to chalkboard, download the app on any of your mobile devices, and use code INTHEGREEN when you sign up. It will give you a 100% deposit match. So if you deposit $100, you'll get $200 to play with, which is always great. We want to take full advantage of these apps. This is how we get a lead on these people, by taking all the advantages we can when it comes to promotions and such. So the link is in our description below. If you want that code, it's also in the description. So it's pretty easy. Just lock in that code when you type it, when you download Chalkboard. Outside of that, we've got something really cool coming from Dabble, which is a really, really cool app. And this one's going to be really cool. We should have it here in the next couple of days to present to you guys. Pretty excited about that one. And also, we have some really cool fantasy football content coming. We've got our first video coming out probably later today. Keep an eye on that. It's going to be pretty cool and very informative. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Remember, like and subscribe. It helps us so much. We truly appreciate you guys. And we look forward to having an awesome weekend of baseball, both today, Saturday, and tomorrow, Sunday. Have an awesome day, guys. Let's crush it.